The difference between the last time we did lesson number 7.4, all this problem is, in this problem they're asking a question, find a solution in the interval from 0, so 0 includes, but 2 pi is not included. So that's parenthesis basically means you need to know what is that angle between this one. This is strictly less than 2 pi. So in other words, anything from this one until here. So this is included, but this is not included. Look at this. That's like 0 is included, but when you go back here, 0 is included, but 2 pi, when you go back, that's not included. That's 360. So if I want to solve this, let's put it like theta. I'll take the angle theta. So there's a sine and there's a cosine. You can't have both ratios. You have to have only one ratio. You can't change cosine, but you can change sine, because sine square is sine square theta plus cosine square, Pythagorean identity. We can write this as 1 minus cosine square theta. So let's replace this. So this will be 10, 1 minus. So 1 minus cosine square theta equals 10 plus 5 cosine theta, and now you replace, let's use cosine theta as p to make it a little easier. This whole thing reduces to 1 minus p square equals 10 plus 5p, and create a solve for p. So use the distributive property. So this will be 10 minus 10p squared equals 10 plus 5p. And get everything on the left side. So if you there it's so simple. There's a 10 here. We can just subtract 10, and this goes away. See. So what I left with is I'm gonna write 5p this side. So you're left with 5p and minus 10p squared on the other side. The reason is I want to. There's a negative, so you're going to add. So let's divide by 5 this, and you get p is minus 2p squared, and then you add 2p, both 2p squared both sides. So this will be 2p plus 2p squared equals 0, and then you can use the distributive property. You can take p right here. So what you can see, there's a p there, and this is p squared. So one of the p's can be taken out. So I'll take the p outside, and times what stays here is this is p times 1. So which is 1 stays, and plus 2p equals 0. Now use the zero product property. Either this is 0, or if that's not the case, this 2p plus 1 is 0. Now solve this for p. So you subtract minus 1, you get 2p minus 1 divided by 2, you get p equals minus half. Now we can figure out the answers. Okay, so replace p. What is p basically is? You replace this p back here. So p is cosine theta. So cosine of theta is 0, and here cosine theta is negative half. Now ask a question. Cosine of what angle? So what should be angle? Cosine of inverse of 0, and you can see cosine is 0 is for 90. So because if you draw a unit circle, this is 0, 1, and this is also 0, minus 1, so 0. So this is one of the angle is 90, that is pi by 2, and the other angle is 3 pi by 2. So your two answers from here is theta takes the value not just pi by 2, but also 3 pi by 2, because you can see the cosine. So what is cosine is the x. If I write x, y, x is cosine. X is cosine. So you can see cosine of pi by 2 is 0 and cosine of 3 pi by 2 also is 0. And that's why these are the two answers. If you think of cosine theta as minus half, where is cosine negative? So I'll have to write two ways. So cosine is negative in the second quadrant, and also it is negative in the third quadrant. Okay, so but one thing we know, there's a cosine of what angle is half. Forget this minus, we will see the angle, but what at least we know cosine of pi by 3, which is pi by 3 is half. This we know, so this should be at the back of your mind. So if I want to know exactly in the second quadrant, so why cosine is negative in the, you see this here both positive, cosine is positive, but here cosine is negative. See, x is minus. So we are using that idea there and say, okay, now so let me draw this. Very easy to figure out. So you know this is pi by 3, which is 60 degrees, right? So we know this is 60 degrees, which is pi by 3. And you can see if I get this is 60, and you get another 60, this will be 2 pi by 3. So that's 2 pi by 3. So 1 pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3 becomes 2 pi by 3. Or you could also do directly. So your answer is theta is, you already know the answer. If I draw a unit circle, that's 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees. That's 120 degrees, which is 2 pi by 3. So your answer is already 2 pi by 3. You get confused, you can also do it as pi, you take pi, this pi, and take away pi by 3 and you get the answer. The other angle will be, so to go in the third quadrant, so you know this is 1 pi by 3, 2 pi by 3, that's 1 pi by 3, another pi by 3, 3 pi by 3, and then you can go another 5 pi by 3. So we all together, it's like 60, 60, 60, 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pi. So this is 4 pi. So all I'm trying to show is without using the unit circle, we should be able to do this. So this is minus half, and third angle, the answer here is theta is, you can see it is pi by 3, pi by 3, pi by 3, pi by 3. So altogether 4 pi by 3. Or you could also do it like, you can say, okay, if you want to go in the fourth quadrant, so it is just a pi, and you add another pi to it. You add pi plus pi by 3 plus pi. So you can do that way also. So that's it. So that's the answer. So these are the 2 or 3 answers. This one, and you have this one, and you have 4. So these are the 4 answers. Let's go to this one. Second, the first step what I would do is just divide, because you can see there is a 3, you divide this way, and at the same time replace secant theta by, let's put it like a p. So this becomes p squared minus 3p minus 2 equals 2, that's 2, right? So you subtract 2, both sides, and get this is p squared minus 3p minus 2 equals 0. And then you can see you can factorize this pp, and the only way to get this 2 times 1, so there is a 2 times 1 is 2, but how will I get minus 3p? Did I copy the question correct? Let me check. Something is going wrong, I don't know what I did. 9, let me check. 9, 3 secant square theta, 6, okay, 6 square theta. Where did I make a mistake? Oh, there. I messed up here. So when you get this, this is 1, right? So this is 1. So you can split this as 1 and 2. 2 times 1 is 2, and the best option is to get a minus minus 1 is, you have to put minus 2 and plus 1. So this is minus 2 plus 1 equals 0. So this will become, directly we can write zero product property, just write the opposite of this is plus 2, and the other one is opposite of plus 1 and minus 1. That's the only way you can get a 0, right? And what is P is secant P. So this is secant theta is 2, secant theta is minus 1, and the definition of reciprocal identities, this is cosine theta, and you just take 1 over 2, because secant is 1 over cos. So I can just write directly cosine theta here, and this cosine theta is 1 over 1 is minus 1. So these are the ones you get. And so where is cosine? Where is cosine is half. So cosine is positive in the first quadrant, that is cosine 60, that is pi by 3, right? So cosine 60, and also on the fourth quadrant. So you go all the way like this. This is also, so how many is, one of the answer is pi by 3. So theta is pi by 3, and the other answer will be, it's like how many pi by 3 is, how many 60? So semicircle. So all around there are 6 pi by 3. So you have pi by 3 is total. So that means until here will be 5 pi by 3. Okay. Or you can also do it like 2 pi, all around is 2 pi, and there you take away pi by 3, and you get the same 5 pi by 3. So I'm trying to show you directly how to go, because how many 60s make a 360? 6 of them, right? So this is already 60, this is 60, and you want to reach in the fourth quadrant. The only way is this semicircle will be 3 of them, that is 3 pi by 3. And then you go another 60, 4 pi by 3, and you go another 5 by 3. So it's like 1, 2, and here maybe 3, and then 4. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. So this is 1, then you go here 2, then you go here 3, and you go here, and then you go 4. So 5 pi by 3 is make that. So your answer is 5 pi by 3. And then for this one, if you see this part, cosine of which angle is minus 1. So if you do this way, that's the minus 1 comma 0, and you can say that angle is, this angle is pi. So here the answer for theta is pi. You get that? That's 360. That's 180. So I hope this helps, and let me just go to the last 2 problems. And I know I'm going fast. You can always check. Go slow. Play it one more time. And there are 2 more problems here. Which let's do those problems also. Okay. So this one is, there is a sine and cosine. Question number 10. Okay, now there is no sine square of, so it's like sine theta is minus 3 and plus 3. So how do we do this? So what I'm doing is add 3 plus 3, that's 1, and then you get sine theta equals cosine theta. Now the only option you can do is, why don't you divide cosine theta? See this way, so you get tan theta equals 1. So which quadrant is tan? Positive. So this is positive, tan is positive, and you know this, it is tan of 45, which is pi by 4. So where is 45? Right here. This is 45, this is pi by 4. And also you have to go this side also, it will be, how many pi by 4 to go here? Because in this case also, even though cosine is negative, sine is positive, but here tan is positive. So you have to check 1 pi by 4, 2 pi by 4, then you go 3 pi by 4, 4 pi by 4, and you go 5 pi by 4. There you are done. So one of the answers theta is pi by 4, and the other answer theta is you're adding 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go reach in the fourth quadrant. So there are 4 pi by 4s right here. See, this semicircle is pi by 4. and then you go another pi by 4, and you get the answer that is 5 pi by 4. And the last one here, secant square. We know 1 plus tan square is theta, right? Yeah, so we can replace, secant square theta, we replace secant square by 1 plus tan. At the same time, I'm going to divide 2 just to make it easy. And this will become 2, and secant square is 1 plus tan square theta plus tan square theta minus 3 equals 0. Use the distributive property, 2 plus tan square theta plus, okay, so this together will combine to 2 tan square theta, and this will become minus 1 equal to 0. Then you can add 1 to it like this. So you get 2 tan square theta is 1, divide by 2. Let me check, this is question number 11. I'm doing it very fast, right? I have a class coming up. I want to know where did I make a mistake. So 10 okay, let me see. 2 divides, this is 2, correct? 1 plus tan square is 1, and 2 goes 3, 2. Oh, I messed up here. When you multiply here, this becomes here 2, 2 and 1 together will be 3, and this becomes divided by 3. And when this goes away, you get tan theta is, this is same as square root of, so when I take off the 2 here, this will be plus and minus square root of root 3. So because square root of 1 is 1. So you have 2 answers here. One of them is plus 1 over root 3. So let's write it here. So it is tan theta is, this root 3 we can also write it as root 3 divided by 3, because we multiply root 3, you get that. And the other one is minus root 3 divided by 3. Okay, we can do quickly now. Now we know at the back of your mind that tan of pi by 6 is root 3 by 3. This you should know. This is the mean angle. So this is the mean angle. But then that's the first quadrant. So there is a first quadrant, tan is positive. So the theta will be 1 is pi by 3. But you also know tan is positive in the, and you can see here, I think I use this here. So tan is positive, not just first quadrant, that is pi by 6, let's see. And then in the other side, it is in this also. But how much is that angle? To know this is pi by 6. To then you so pi by 6. So this is 30, 2 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6, 4 pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, 6 pi by 6, and 7 pi by 6. So this is 7 pi by 6. And finally, the last one, here it is negative, right? So if it is negative, that means you have to go to the second and the fourth quadrant. So if this is pi by 6, 1 pi by 6, 2 pi by 6, 3 pi by 6, 4 pi by 6, and 5. So this is 5 pi by 6. So that's 5 pi by 6, so theta is 5 pi by 6, and it is positive also, negative. Also I have to go in the fourth quadrant, the third quadrant. Negative in the over here and here, so I have to go all the way. So these are 6, this is 9, 10, and 11 pi by 6. So this will be 11 pi by 6. You can check this because all around is 12 of them. So the other one, theta, will be equals 11 pi by 6. Tada. Hope that helps. Any confusion will clarify in the class. Why did I take 11 pi by 6? Because all around is 360, and from this is 2 pi. It's like 2 pi. You take away pi by 6, you get the same thing. All you remember is pi by, how many pi by 6? So 11 of them. 11 pi by 6. 11 pi by 6 make a whole round, and that's how you get it. So we'll continue this in the class and hope this helps. Thank you so much.